Need a mouse this new year? I've got you covered. I'm giving away the Steelseries Aerox 3 wireless gaming mouse, and you can learn how to enter it down in the video description below.
What's up, guys? Andrew, my channel Gear Inc., where I get to share what I'm passionate about with you, and today we've got something a little bit different. So this is my setup, as you guys can see here behind me, and it's been something that served me pretty well for the last year or so that we've been in this house, but it's definitely time for an upgrade. I actually have gotten some new shelving, which I'm going to show you guys. So not shelving, I meant desk, but basically picked these guys up from IKEA, got these 240 mounting brackets from Home Depot. These are actually rated to up to 450 pounds, and so that's going to be the mounting mechanism. But essentially today we are going to do a complete redo of my entire desk setup, basically. So that's what it's going to be today. Like I said, my setup, I love it. It's worked really well for everything I've done up to this past point. And like I said, it's one of those things where, if you guys can see, just kind of let things get into focus here a little bit. I really have enjoyed it, but yeah, it's time to move on, time to basically make this kind of something new. So I'm pretty excited for it, but I'm going to get on it right now. All right, so I was able to get everything removed. Man, I haven't seen the space this empty in a minute. It's amazing how much garbage you just accumulate over time. I'm gonna have to deal with that later. So I picked these guys up for IKEA. These are 74-inch, 2.5 feet basically, and they're actually countertops, but I'm gonna use it as a desk. And so these mounting brackets that I'm going to use to mount this to the wall are actually from Home Depot. These are meant for metal shelving, but I got the heavy duty ones that are rated up to 450 pounds. So it should be totally fine. I'm going to do them directly into the studs, which should be sufficient. One thing is that if you are doing this type of desk setup, you definitely want to make sure that your brackets that you're sitting on are about 2/3 the length of whatever material at least, so that way it's got enough support. All right, so quick update. You can hear music playing, but I was able to measure. There's a little bit of bow in the wall, but it wasn't too bad. Basically was able to rip that board on my circular saw, did a test fit. So now I just gotta I've got to clean up this area down below and get everything ready. I'm gonna use some of the extra wood for some of the cleats, like I said, and then I'm gonna use the brackets for the rest. So yeah, making progress.
All right, guys, so you can see from my facial hair filming on my iPhone, it's been a couple days. Those brackets, I didn't realize there was a little bit of a clearance issue. So instead, what I decided to do was basically prep for paint, because that was something I was gonna have to do anyway. So I've got some new brackets coming. They're from Amazon, but I basically have this wall painted up. We're going with a limousine black satin, which I think is actually gonna look really, really good. But yeah, things don't always work out the way you plan, but I think it's gonna come together.
All right, guys, so these are the brackets that arrived in the mail today. These two of them are supposedly able to hold up to 1,200 pounds. And so these should be more than sufficient for what we're doing. The total length of this is 18 inches, because again, that's 2/3 the length of the hanging desk, or at least the countertop, what it's going to be. So a bunch of these, as basically as many as I can fit along these 16-inch studs, should be plenty to hold this. Yeah, I don't know why I was worried about these. These brackets are incredibly strong. Like, they're rated, every two of these are rated for literally 1,200 pounds. This board's about 50 pounds. I'm about 230. So like, there's just shy of 300 pounds sitting on here right now, and it's not budging an inch. So if you want to use these for a hanging desk, I'll recommend them. I'll link them down in the description, because yeah, pretty dang sturdy. All right, guys, so I was able to get this IKEA shelf and basically set up. I think it looks great. I think I'm gonna put the mini fridge right there. This whole thing is coming together. One thing also is that I was able to get the brackets underneath here, if you can see those, to join the two pieces of wood together. create a little more rigidity, but then I was about 1/8 of an inch off on the height here, and now this is perfectly flush. So yeah, honestly, I'm pretty stoked. It's coming along pretty good. Just gotta keep going. So obviously, guys, still need to make some adjustments on the tension. We're nearing the end of our journey. This whole project has honestly been so much fun. I've made a lot of mistakes. I still have to drill some holes for cable management, but literally I'm so happy with how this is coming together. There you have it, guys, my new setup. I honestly could not be happier with how this entire project turned out. It was a lot, of work. This was 3 to 4 days of hours and hours spent, and only with the help of my beautiful wife helping me do things like the paint and double checking, making sure things were level, kind of things like that. I really had a ton of fun with my father-in-law recently passing away. These were the type of projects that we would do together, and I had to do a lot of things without any type of assistance or guidance. He was a master carpenter for close to 40 years, and so he really knew his stuff. But I really enjoyed doing this. Now, it's not perfect. I still have a little work to do as far as cable management. Right now, everything's kind of strategically placed behind the Grogu. And as far as I still need to drill holes into the desk where I will route cables down and things like that. So there's still a little bit work to do, but it's 95–96% the way there. Now, this setup is definitely a combination of, I know how lucky I am, but I worked really hard. Having something like this to come home to do my videos to, or if I just want to kick back and play some games and relax for a little while, it's exactly what I wanted. Working 55 to 60 hour weeks, this is my sanctuary. It's my place where I get to be creative. This is the place I get to make content. Or, if I just want to jump into a game with some friends, like, this is kind of my zone, and it's exactly what I wanted to be. Now, again, I do understand that I am lucky. A lot of people would kill for this type of setup. Literally the best gaming components you can buy with this sweet room that I now have. But at the end of the day, guys, like, I worked very hard to have all this stuff. I'm very appreciative of it. And the first thing I want to do is just say thanks for everyone continuing to watch this content. I hope you enjoyed this. It was a little entertaining, a little bit helpful. All the stuff I used is going to be down in the link below if you want to create a similar setup. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. So anyway, if you liked this video, leave me a big thumbs up. If you thought it was terrible, leave me a thumbs down. Remember to get subscribed and hit that bell icon so you know when these videos drop next. That giveaway is going on for that Steelseries wireless mouse, so you can enter that down below in the description. But hey, as always, I hope to see every single one of you next time here on Geared Inc.